You sign this and you think it protects your product. It doesn't. Not here, not in China. I have watched this piece of paper fail good people more times than I can count. Let me show you why. Here is the problem. An NDA stops one thing. It stops someone disclosing your secret. But in China, the risk is not one thing. It is three. They can't disclose it. They can't use it themselves. They can't go around you. That last one is called circumvention. And your NDA does not cover it. There is a gap. They walk right through. The agreement that covers all three is called an NNN. Hold that word. I will come back to it. This is why Western founders get copied. And it is not what you think. The factory does not leak your secret. It does not sell your files. It just builds your product itself under its own name. Now, come closer to you. If you send a drawing to a factory this week, or a sample or your spec, with a normal NDA, you are wide open and you do not feel it. I sat with a founder, good product, smart guy, spent 2 years developing it. He did everything right, or he thought he did. He had an NDA. A lawyer drew it up, both sides signed it, the whole thing. He sent the factory his design, his samples, felt safe. He had the paper. 6 months later, he is at the trade show and there is his product. On another company's table, his molds, his design, another name on the box. He calls his lawyer, waves the NDA, and the lawyer tells him the truth. The paper is written for your country. The factory is in China. There is almost nothing you can do. The NDA was real. It just could not be enforced where it actually mattered. I make one of these every week from here in Shanghai. If this saves you one mistake, subscribe. It genuinely helps me keep doing this. So, why did it fail? Think about what an NDA is. It is foreign law, a foreign court, and the factory is sitting in China. Who is going to enforce that? And where? By the time you file anything, the product is already selling. That is not a small gap. That is the whole game. If this is opening your eyes, tap the like. It helps to reach the people who need it before they send that first file. So here is the fix. It is called an NNN, 3 N's. No disclosure, no use, no circumvention. That is the 3. Not every NNN is a good one. A weak one is a worse than nothing. The Chinese version has the govern, not the English, because the court reads the Chinese. It has to name the platforms, so they cannot quietly sell your product where you are never look. And it has to bind their subcontractors too, not just the factory you talk to. Get that right and a Chinese court will actually enforce it. That is the whole difference. An NDA points at a court that cannot touch the factory. An NNN points at the court right next door to them. Here is what most people miss. China does not ignore the anymore. In the right court, foreign companies win most of these cases now, but only the right piece of paper. So here is your move. 3 steps. 1. Before you send anything, get the right agreement. It is called an NNN, written for China in their language, so it can actually be enforced there. 2. It has to cover all 3. They can't disclose it, they can't use it, they can't circumvent you. Not just the first one. 3. Sign the NNN before the first sample, not after the problem. Here is the honest part. A good NNN from a lawyer can cost you $1,000, sometimes more. So I made one, a real bilingual NNN, the exact one I use. Build a hold up in a Chinese court. I put it at a fair price on a purpose, so a small founder does not have to choose between protecting the product and paying rent. It is in the description and the first comment. Use it or use a lawyer. Just use something before you send the file. And subscribe so next week's one reaches you in time. This is where it splits. The founder who signs the right paper keeps the right product. The one who trusts a handshake loses it. Next Thursday, how to tell if the factory you are talking to is even a real factory or just a middleman in a rented room. See you Thursday from Shanghai.